Beers and bets. Beers and bets. Beers and bets. Beers and bets.
What the fuck?
Welcome back.
Good
What happened to
start.
my shirt, man? Look at this shit.
What'd you do? You have a spill?
I have
Oops.
no idea, man.
You must be lactating.
I can't believe you still have that Miami U hoodie. That hoodie, that's a one that's made it through some hard times.
I think
I
all
actually
the-
remember that hoodie from like when I lived in St. Louis.
I think all the Nike sale hoodies, Brad could.
I remember the
right?
Nike sales
They-
at South High. I'm just surprised it's still.
Yeah.
I guess I had a fucking late growth spurt, so none of that shit. I can't. I've either ruined it or it just didn't fit.
Yeah,
So I had to get rid of
still
it.
got all those hoodies, man. It's the LSU one I rocked. That was a Nike sale one.
Yeah,
I got a Cincinnati one. I have a Boise State. Yeah, man, a bunch of that
Boise
was
State.
a clutch fucking deal. Old
Coach Stahl was a big part of that.
Oh, he
Was.
was. He would sleep at the school.
He wasn't a very
Did
good.
he really?
He wasn't a very.
Dude,
oh, yeah, he did.
He would sleep in the
Overnight, yeah.
counseling loft, like like right above the cafeteria.
Dude, he is like the incarnation of that coach in Even Stevens, Coach Tugnall or
Yeah,
Tugnut.
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 Yeah. Lugnut, Tugnut. Yeah.
That
And
is
he
Coach
loved
Stahl.
Scott Summerfield was his like the brother of the kid from Holes, like the really good athlete guy. The brother in Even Stevens, like not even.
Oh, Lonnie.
Yeah, Lonnie.
Lonnie.
My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lonnie, of course. Like
Yeah.
I didn't. How the fuck
When
would
Disney
Brad-
Plus came out, I went on a little Even Stevens run there again.
I never really.
Still
I like
holds up.
Lizzie McGuire better, man. I'm a Lizzie
Yeah.
McGuire guy. You ever
All right.
seen her?
Ass?
Acting.
No.
Acting. I was saying acting. I said acting.
She didn't do much after Lizzie McGuire, did she?
She's done a few things. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
With the hands. Mixed signals with the hands there. All right.
She's
Let's get to
blind. You know what I'm saying?
let's get to some
With
football.
her ass.
All right, so we picked a few games on part one.
Hey,
On to
nah.
part two. Jimmy, first game I got on the slate here is your Broncos going to Tennessee to play the Titans. Titans are favored by 3. Standard home favorite line. Over under at 37.5.
Lock in the
Very
lead.
low under. I'm going with your Broncos, Jimmy. I told you guys on the last podcast, the Titans are bad. The Broncos are
No,
bad.
I don't agree
in
with
between
that.
bad and good.
We are good.
Broncos are going to go there and take care of business. Come
Right.
out of there with the win. Come
We
out
are
of there
good.
with the win. Broncos money line.
Be
That's my
hard-pressed to tell me
pick.
otherwise.
Yeah, easy pick. I'll throw them on every parlay I place.
Broncos are going to win that football
That's how you
game.
lose every week.
And I want to correct you. We are good. We are not even close to a questionable good. We went over to fucking London. Our
You beat a tough
quarterback.
Jags team. I remember.
Jags aren't tough.
I don't know if tough is the word I'd use to describe that team. Interesting, maybe.
Their
Intriguing.
defense is
Tough
pretty
isn't
good.
the word I'd use.
All right. Well, either way, we got a dub.
Titans are
And-
tough, but not good.
You're out of touch, but it's fine. If you're wearing that hat, I can understand that mentality. So I can't, there's no argument to be made there because you're clearly, you can't, I can't really spin it to a guy that doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? But definitely. I think the Broncos are going to win that game for sure. 3 points might be a little much, but I think we're trending in the right direction. I think Dulcich, now that he's been starting, is starting to get a lot of playing time, man. And like Russell Wilson with a guy like that, and then the running game, I think we're going to be able to cover that for sure.
I think this is the Jerry Jeudy game.
Fair enough.
I
and
think
would
Jerry
love-
Jeudy wakes his
hey,
ass up.
I would love for I think that's brewing, dude. There's no fucking way. There's not going to be one game where like Russ doesn't look like the old. Like that's bullshit, man. He didn't die.
Coming off the bye week, this is when everything can click, right? They've had time to go back, look at everything,
politics and buy and straight and all that kind of shit. I'm just talking about like, because I got a little worried when I saw his hair gel and shit too about like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, his hair's bad. But I just need to see him on Sunday with his helmet on. That's all I need.
On. That's it, dude. But for real, do we ever remember Russ with hair gel and shit? Don't we?
Hasn't it always? It's always just been kind of curly and like.
It's always been really simple. Short. Like when he was good, it was short.
Yeah.
You remember Russell Wilson's hair ever?
I just haven't really put much thought into it, man. I don't like the guy. I never have.
He looks like a greaser from a fucked up. Like what's that book that I never read, but like you know what I mean? They talked about it a lot. The Greasers, man. It was the Greasers against the Nomads, I think.
Well. West Side, is it West Side Story or what? No. The Outsiders. There was the Greasers against some other
Prince of Valleys.
Yeah, that's what it was. Jeez. All right, Brad. Jimmy's had enough time. Let's hear your take. Why are you picking the Titans, Brad? Why are you on the other side of this game?
Tennessee and the under. I want them both.
Okay.
Yep.
You're an idiot. You realize how good our run defense is? That we're the best fucking team in the league.
Are you really?
No,
I'm gonna stat
probably
check
not.
Right now.
Because you give almost 40 more yards per game than Tennessee does. I'm
not worried about that on the running.
I think you guys are banged up. Simmons is questionable again.
I think you're banged up in the brain.
Tennessee is going to continue to feed Derrick Henry. He is.
And they can feed him whatever the fuck they clearly he's getting fed.
Destroy that defense.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Denver is about as inept as you can find an offense.
You are out of touch.
Yeah, the Broncos are a middle of the pack run defense.
That's fine.
With a below average offense.
How, when our offense hasn't done shit, would the run defense be good, man? All teams have the chance to do is run on us because they're kicking our ass every fucking week. So I think it's only going to improve. And I think where the Broncos are at right now, I feel good about it.
Broncos are going to get this win on Sunday. I would pick them in my survivor pool, but I've already picked them. I already picked them and got away with a win.
Well, and I get that. I mean, probably week one, right? I mean, like
I don't understand. Like
it was early.
Jimmy, being a fan, I don't understand what. I was all on the Broncos hype train before the season. Drafted Javonte, had Russ as my starter. I have not seen one game for me to have any confidence in them.
Let me tell you something.
They haven't scored. They haven't scored.
I'm not doing the nervous chicken grabbing this because
they haven't scored more than 23 points in one game this whole year.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of the Broncos.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
When they won dude,
it does.
When they
Jimmy,
went to this,
watching the Broncos is like watching the Buccaneers. We honestly played the same way.
Agree.
Same team. We play solid defense, and the defense keeps us in the game. And more often than not, the offense doesn't do enough late to pull out the win.
Why are you dressed like one of those?
The same team.
Why are you wearing the hood up like one of those people from Star Wars when Luke has to meet the Emperor?
Because it's fucking cold and rainy. I'm a little bit Sidious.
What are you sitting outside?
Emperor Sidious.
Yeah. You look like the red guys. You know what I'm talking about?
Focus.
And the Emperor's lair, and Return of the Jedi. And he gets off the elevator thing, and there's guys in all red.
Yeah. Star Wars vibes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
R2's in the background.
How could the R2 give off that vibe at all, man? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, fuck you guys. The Broncos are good, man. You guys got to get it together. Like, for real, this podcast isn't going to work until you guys start thinking.
If you need to learn who the good teams are, go back to our last podcast. And I think we were able to confirm that there's like 2 or 3 good teams in the NFL.
Oh, let's go back to yours. Where's that parlay?
I got the Bills, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. Those are the only good teams in the league.
No, what about the parlay you just placed?
The pennant parlay? The pennant parlay?
Yeah.
It's Chiefs, Raiders, Vikings, Saints. That's the pennant parlay this week. It's going to hit. It's guaranteed to hit. When you throw something like that together, that's how you bet. You don't use thought or rationale.
I'm with you, because if we used rationale, we'd look at the fact that Denver's averaged 12 points in the last 4 games. We don't want to use rationale.
That's a low number.
We don't do that on this podcast. We don't do that.
I'm not worried about it, dude.
Baseball numbers.
It's a building
they've only
process.
cracked 10 points in 2 out of the last 4.
And you've had fucking 4 years with this all-pro quarterback, and how many fucking playoff games has he won?
Let's not make this personal, guys.
Hey,
I'm
talking numbers, and if
I am too. I'm talking how many fucking playoff games has Lamar won? I mean, come on.
It's really
He's won a
relevant concept.
It's going to take a lot of time for fucking Russ, I think, to build in. I don't think he is the greatest quarterback ever, but I also think to judge him on the sample size we've had isn't fair, right? I mean,
that's all we have.
I get it looks really bad.
All we have.
Half a season.
What else am I going to say, man? Like, yeah, it hasn't been great, but they won the last game I watched. Now we have a bye week. Hopefully the fuck it gets better. He probably did high knees and got a bloody nose from it, but
I will be betting the Broncos this week. Let's move on though. We spent enough time there.
That's the kiss of death. That's the kiss of death.
Yeah, Jimmy, I don't know if you want that.
Now you're fucked. He's endorsing the Broncos now.
Yeah, that is true.
You better sell them on Tennessee later.
Hey, we're out and just don't. Just edit that out.
Just stay away. Just stay away.
Oh no, I'm on the Broncos hard this week. They're one of my one of the games I like the best. I just have the best feel about the Broncos being a better team than Tennessee all the way around. I don't care if it's Tannehill or Malik Willis. The Broncos are they're gonna go in there. They're gonna win 16-10 and get the heck out of there.
You know what's happening now, Jimmy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. All right. Moving on though.
This is
they're gonna run for 250 fucking yards on us, man.
This is the Sunday night football game.
Henry with 400.
Yeah, Henry will have 200 by the end of this first half.
Don't worry about it.
Take him out.
Don't worry about it, man. I feel good about it.
Tannehill's gonna come in and throw 18. All right, let me tell you something.
All right. Taking a sip.
What are we going to now?
Best game of the day, probably, right?
Chargers, Niners, Sunday night football.
Probably
it's going to be a struggle for me to make it to this game alive and well because the Bucs will play at 8:30 Central. This game will start at 7:15 Central. That's a long stretch of watching football. I
have that issue every Sunday.
I don't know if I'm built for it. But
yeah, I don't know if you guys have made it to the Sunday night yet on the headset even.
Well, I didn't last week because the Bucs played at 3. Mm-hmm. And I did make it through all of the Sunday games last week, but there was not a London game where my team was playing at 8:30 in the morning. So that does
make for a long game when you're talking over 12 hours of.
Yeah, that's like a day of work right there.
That's a long day of work.
And Stuttering John get mad. Stuttering John was mad that his wife didn't understand that after 10 years of marriage, did you hear that, Brad? He said, "What's the problem?
The Commonwealth or whatever?
If you've been married, you know I want to watch 10 hours of football every Sunday. So if you're gonna yell at me for sitting on the couch," and then everybody that was commentating was like, "Yeah, if I saw my wife watching the same shit for 10 hours, I would. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool."
Well, you'd leave. You just go find something else to do.
Yeah,
right?
but.
Or you'd get on your PlayStation. That's what I would do.
I agree. You're right. I'm like,
I'd be okay with it. I'd be like, I need my time too.
One time I've agreed with that dabbling douchebag. It was there because I'm like, man, like that was. If you're going to get married, the person should know on a Sunday, right?
How long's he been divorced though? About 20 years.
I mean, if you're going to get married though, if you're going to get married though, this person should know this fact about you before you get married. If you're a football guy and you're going to watch football Sundays,
but then he made it like.
I kind of blame her. I'm on John's side. Yeah,
that's kind of what I said. Yeah, unfortunately,
I agree because you're not even talking half the Sundays of the year.
Right. Yeah. It's not even like it's like a third of it.
Now, I'd be totally fine with them scrapping the overseas games. because it kind of sucks. You feel like you should get up and watch the game because it's Sunday, it's football. But man, when you get up at 7 our time to see an 8:30 game, and then you're waiting until 7:15,
dude, I was fucked up by 11. By 11:45 when the Broncos played,
I don't even know if you made the witching hour,
dude. I went. Trust me, I was on a broom at that point though. Like I got there, but I was flying because.
And the Broncos won too, so you're feeling good. The drinks
That's
are
what I'm
flowing.
saying, dude. I'm like, I don't got anything. I don't give a fuck, man. And like the way we won on a pick at the end, like we haven't done that. So yeah, that one was cool, man.
Yeah, well, they'll do it again this Sunday against the Titans. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But Sunday Night Football, Chargers at San Francisco, playing the 49ers. 49ers are favored by 7 points.
Disrespect is real.
Big spread. I'm taking it. I'm taking the Niners to cover the 7 points. You guys know my love for Justin Herbert, but right now the 49ers are in a much better place than the Los Angeles Chargers. Probably going to see no Keenan Allen again. We know there's not going to be any Mike Williams. So I just don't trust the Chargers to figure out much. And the Chargers defense is like the exact opposite of the type of defense you want against the Niners. The Niners can run the ball. The Niners have a good tight end that can take care of linebackers that don't know how to cover the pass at all. Yeah, Kenneth Murray. What's the other white dude's name? Ventriloquist or something. It's a weird name. Number 49. Yeah, he got trucked by Cordero Patterson last week. Yeah, got absolutely steamrolled by Cordero Patterson last week. Yeah. Chargers defense is not built to stop what the Niners can do. It's going to be kind of an easy one for Shanahan to figure out, I think. So I like the 49ers to win by more than a touchdown on Sunday night. And that's going against my guy Herbert. I'm just looking at the game objectively. 45.5.
Yeah, that's where I'd hit it. Hit that under. I really think the Chargers cover the 7. I think they found a way to make the offense work without Allen and Mike Williams. Palmer had a pretty good game.
I do like Josh Palmer, but that's really all he's got right now.
I know you like
Everett. Him and Eckler.
But again, why not feed Eckler? There's very few weeks in the season where he's going to get 20 carries. Run the ball 20 times.
Fred Warner makes it a bit difficult. Fred Warner's going to be kind of the guy that is tracking Eckler side to side, sideline to sideline.
But also, like, everybody's hyping up the Niners getting Eric Armstead back. Yeah, it's great. He's a first-round pick on the line, especially with Bosa banged up. But when you haven't played in a year, how much of an impact are we expecting week 1 for you? I think they find a way. I think the Niners are baking on Jason Everett, the corner coming back, helping them a lot. He already's out for the year with another injury. I think you see Eckler get the ball like 12 times. This would be a game I would hammer.
Or you're saying 12 receptions?
12 receptions. So, yeah. Receptions. Okay. I would hammer the over on almost everything for Eckler in this game.
Okay. Jimmy? Niners? I just trust the Niners. They look more solid when I watch them.
Do we forget though? San Fran lost to Atlanta 3 weeks ago.
I think the Niners.
Everybody's got one of those at this point, though.
I think the Niners are in line to be. I think they're going to be. I think they go to the Super Bowl in the NFC, man. I really do. I feel that way 100%. I think the addition of McCaffrey, I really believe it. They were right there last year, and they didn't get there. They didn't lose that much shit, and now they have that same offense. And Shanahan, good or bad, he knows fucking Garoppolo, and he's played fine under him. I really think that like they had a shitty start because they were trying to do something new with Lance or whatever, and
kind of got him behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit behind, and so they're forgotten about. But I think that. I don't think you want to fuck with the Niners, man. That's just my thought. I really think that they're building something. They build the team the right way.
Yeah, Debo Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle. That's a lot for a defense to deal with.
Elijah
Those
Mitchell
are three tough guys to deal with.
And Elijah Mitchell's going to be healthy.
He's sitting on my IR spot on fantasy, man. I need him.
So he's projected 2 points this week. So
solid
league winner.
Yeah, thought so.
Yeah, that's where I think. I don't know why. Maybe West Coast they seem to get so much love. Maybe it's the McCaffrey deal. Do we honestly think what's the percentage chance CMC is still playing when it's playoff time?
But that's not
50-50.
my worry.
Really, it's
50-50?
probably 50-50.
Okay.
That's worth taking a stab at him because it is that he's
right.
that dynamic.
I think I see the Cowboys and the Eagles as a massive test for the Niners.
I would pick the 49ers in a matchup against the Cowboys.
That's where, so you're banking on Shanahan's play calling over the physicality of the line.
Well, kind of because I've seen it before in the playoffs. The Niners beat the shit out of the Cowboys in the playoffs a couple of years ago.
Coach, what's
McCarthy?
His name? I'm banking on it over McCarthy's play calling. Yeah.
Yeah, he only calls. Well, actually, he doesn't call anything because it's Kellen Moore calls the offense, and then whoever the
who knows what McCarthy does.
Right. What the fuck?
Speaking of McCarthy, all of a sudden now he's like
Gary Jones.
Now he's best friends with Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, that was the thing too. That now he and Rodgers are buddies. It's like, man, they're just reliving the glory days, I guess.
They were not buddies until their last year and a half there.
Rodgers always hates his coach. He always blames the coach.
Yeah.
Blames everyone, man.
Rodgers is kind of a sour guy. The more this goes on, he just looks kind of sour about.
He's just an angry
everything.
California hippie.
Yeah.
And
I have loved watching him play for close to 20 years.
For him, though, like we're gonna love him, but he's not gonna be a Peyton.
No, I think you'd say the same. He'll be an Eli. Drew Brees.
Yeah, a Drew Brees.
He's not even an Eli.
No, but even Drew Brees is
because Eli's had his moments. I mean, they both got their one, but they put up crazy numbers and they really never panned out in the postseason like they should.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
Hall of Fame, but not all time.
Right, like the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be on the McAfee podcast. Not because
Peyton's like above Eli, correct? In our opinion.
I would think.
As far as if you're going to actually rank quarterbacks,
I don't think any quarterback ever had 5 MVPs.
I mean, I'm going to put Rodgers above Eli too, and props to Eli for winning one more Super Bowl. But Rodgers has been far superior for his entire career. Dude,
I would take Eli.
Yeah, I put Rodgers ahead just because of the skill. But
you should go back and watch some bad Eli games. It was worse. It's worse than what Rodgers is this year.
I think Eli's terrible.
Eli's been a lot worse in his
Eli
time
got propped up
than
by
Rodgers is this year.
Great rushing attack.
I love Eli, Jimmy. He's been a lot worse than what we're seeing right now.
Quarterback we've seen in our lifetime. He might be the luckiest quarterback we've seen in our life.
2 really great runs. You can't take it away from him, but he's
right.
Said his times where he's looked really, really bad.
Yeah, but every quarterback has that.
Not as many stretches as Eli. Eli seems like he's missing half a chromosome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's off the field. What is has nothing to do with it.
Pate, what'd you say? Pate, that was funny.
What do we got here, E?
Hey, I was Chad Powers, Pate. Pate, that was me.
Pate.
He's not Eli's doesn't sound that Southern. Come on. Give it a break.
No, but he'll sit there just mouth open.
All right. Lock of the week. That's all the games we're picking. I like picking less games.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's just go. Did Jimmy freeze? No, he's just doing a Eli face.
No, that's Eli. He's focused.
All right. Locks of the week.
That's Eli locked in.
We've been better on these locks of the week this year, if my memory serves right.
That's Eli locked in.
My lock is simple. Bucks money line. We go to Germany. We come together as a group, a unit. We get out of Germany with a win, a convincing win. I think it's going to be. I think we win this game. 31 to
You're not putting
17. 31-17.
Where the fuck are you going to get 31?
I might bet that exact score. I might score on defense. Might score on defense.
Matt, you can say I might bet that. We can't do anything about that. What do you mean? I might bet that. Like, okay.
Maybe it convinces some
Go
listeners.
ahead and do it. Like,
Bet the exact score. You can get plus 3,000 odds betting exact scores.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
You keep pissing away your money all you want. It
you
makes
could
for
have
good
also said
content.
I might not bet that.
I said I might bet that. I would never say
I might not bet that.
I might not.
I'm usually pretty assertive.
No,
when
but
it
it's
comes
like
to
I might
placing the
bet
bets.
that. It's like, okay, go and do it.
Locks of the week, though. Jimmy, what do you got? A lock. I need something I can throw on any slip. It's a winner.
We're gonna go to Brad.
Brad.
No, I got it.
Cowboys.
Dolphins.
Cowboys.
Cowboys
is mine.
beat Green Bay. Brad's got Cowboys beating Green Bay.
Cowboys have covered the 4.5 points in 5 of the last 6 weeks. Green Bay's on a 5-game losing streak. Aaron Jones might not
Green
play.
Bay wins that game.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you got
You're
the
wrong.
Dolphins beating the Browns. Is that correct?
Whew, I wouldn't touch that one.
Yeah, well, don't.
That one does concern me. I could see the Browns running the ball
go
down
back
their
to
throat.
Dallas and you dumbass and watch what happens. Because I've been talking to the owners and everything.
Okay. Well,
It was at a Wendy's, but I mean, I spoke with owners in the last few hours, and I feel like they're all kind of connected.
let's do this. We're going to do a group parlay. So we're all going to pick one money line team here.
Broncos.
And I'm going to bet it. You're going to take the Broncos. I'm going to take the Giants to beat the Texans. And Brad, give us one more on that parlay. Because I feel real good about me and Jimmy's. Giants beating the Texans. Broncos beat the Titans. I just need a third leg on this.
I don't want to fuck it up now.
So take the Cowboys. Take your lock of the
Give
week.
me the
Why
Giants.
not?
Give me the Giants.
Well, I already have the Giants on it, though.
Okay, I wasn't listening. Yeah, Cowboys. Give me Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Sorry. I was scrambling for a pick there because I like that Raiders over the Colts because I really think Las Vegas should just slap the shit out of Indy and be like, you don't hire a fucking head coach that was working for ESPN last week. You
They
don't do
should.
that.
But is fucking Josh McDaniels any better? He hasn't shown us that he is any better than a guy off the
Well,
street.
that's why you can't.
How bad is he, dude?
Well,
It's
and now I
incredible.
don't know. You guys saw today, Waller and Renfro went on the IR, so they're gone for 4 games. So
That's
it's
tough.
It's Devontae and Derek Carr and Jacobs, I guess.
Yeah. I'm getting odds
Devontae
here
has
for
to
our
be
group
sitting there
parlay.
like, you got to be shitting me. This thing, I went from a place where I'm the only guy to a place with weapons, and now I'm the only guy
Only
again.
guy with a lesser arm talent.
Yeah, with a
And I haven't-
shittier quarterback.
And I was like, yeah, I was cool with them in college. A lot of shit's changed between.
Right. The guy, yeah.
Like-
yeah. I met this guy named Aaron Rodgers, and he seems to have a little bit better. Yeah. But
Yeah. So that our group parlay, which is Giants, Broncos, and Cowboys, all to win money line, pays out 4-1. So you can bet $20 to win $80. That's a good parlay there. I like that. I feel strong about it.
do it.
I don't. In terms of
winner.
most of your bets, I don't hate that one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dog of the week. Underdogs. I like the Cardinals to beat the Rams. I hate this Rams team. Stafford's banged up.
Damien said to do a Beavis and Butthead part where I pick the shittiest game of the week and do it
Yeah.
as Beavis.
Yeah, I
So,
just look at the worst matchup. Is that
right.
Cardinals Rams for you this week?
No.
No.
Is it?
I don't know. That's a pretty shitty matchup in my
Lions
book.
Bears has got to take the cake, right?
Oh, yeah.
What about
The
Saints
Lions are
Steelers?
bad.
What about Saints Steelers? That's pretty shit.
No one's gonna score. It's all I got
Aren't
for
the
that.
Steelers coming off a bye?
I have no idea.
I think they are. That's what worries me.
But-
You give them a week to get it right. Because I heard, like Najee's going to be getting benched a little more.
He should be.
I like
should
that
be getting
Arizona.
benched on
I like
Jimmy's
that.
fantasy
I like
team,
that
too.
Arizona pick a
He
lot.
is, you douchebag.
Okay.
Because
Fuck off.
I think that line
Back to
shifted.
back champs. Get fucked, man.
You
think
keep
that line-
you keep saying that until it just wears off and you're
Back
not
to
able to say
back,
it anymore.
baby.
You got
I
like
will.
2 more months.
When you can say it, we can talk, man.
I won't need to, man. I'll just let the record speak for itself.
Because I did it. The record speak for it. Went back to back.
That's a crap fantasy league. I know a lot of our listeners are in that league.
I'll get a ring. It ain't a crap fantasy league. You're a moron. That's why, because it's not the fucking shitty ass one you're in where you go in person and draft.
Oh, you actually do a live draft. And people have fun.
With all the idiots.
Give me Minnesota as a dog of the week.
Okay, you got the Vikings as your dog.
Just, I know you're confident Josh isn't playing. If he doesn't, this is a great matchup for Minnesota.
It might be worth betting on the Vikings before that is confirmed and the line changes. I know it's a risk.
You can always hedge your bet, though.
Yeah.
Bow.
Jimmy, who you got for hungry dog?
Oh, come on, man.
Dante? Broncos.
He stays hungry.
Broncos are an underdog. That's an acceptable bet.
Kidding me?
I might just parlay all the underdogs we just picked. Cardinals, Broncos, Vikings. I like them all being winners.
If
you're going to look at all this Sunday morning.
If you're going to do that, I would lock it in now because there's a question. Like Tannehill might not play again. So I could see that.
Stafford might not play.
I could see that line getting tighter. I could see Allen might not play. Stafford's got the concussion, so
right. All of the opposing quarterbacks.
This one in now if you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. All right. We had a couple more things.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Honestly, how I said that might make me think twice about that parlay. There was some question in my voice. Yeah. But fantasy players of the week. Mine's kind of just like chalk, but it's Saquon Barkley against the Texans.
You're a moron.
It's kind of easy chalk. The Texans' run defense sucks.
Fantasy player of the week.
You had Saquon too.
Luckily, I got a backup.
There's a reason I'm a back-to-back champion, man, and it's right there.
Jimmy, your team's like 1-8 this year.
That's fine. This year, I just took the year off, man. We're gonna rebuild.
Hey, Kenny's gonna stay hard.
Hey, look, I'm gonna beat on it.
Look.
Hey, I'll stay at that part of the field.
The third is going to go to Tampa Bay and run all over their ass. Since he became the starter, he averages over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Kenneth Walker. Is that what you're saying, Brad?
Kenneth Walker. Write that down.
Hey, look, that boy.
The third.
I've been playing the right game. I got big boobs.
Hey, are we doing Michael Irvin's here? What is this? I'm confused.
This is ATL, man.
Oh, okay. I haven't spoke to ATL in a bit.
I got big boobs. Don't be worried about that shit. I got a big boobs.
You bitch ass motherfucker.
I got a big boobie.
What do I need a girl with big boobs for when I got big boobs?
I'm a busted queen.
I can put a bra on. I just don't want to buy it.
But I do like Saquon as well. But that one was high on the list.
Jimmy,
which is ironic. We brought up an ATL exit. He has both players in that league.
He's got Kenny Walker and Saquon.
I doubt given that knowledge.
Does ATL play Jimmy in fantasy too? Just the trifecta? ATL whoops the shit out of Jimmy in fantasy this week.
You remember, dude, on Sunday, I brought it up, and then at the party, Seahawks hopped in, and he was getting like 18 touchdowns, and I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, he's on your team too, right?
That might be fine for Mixon. Oh, yeah, Tyreek's on mine too. That's not.
Tyreek's doing a backflip. I'm like, oh, no.
All right. Jimmy, who's your fantasy player of the week? And could you name one that's on your roster?
Ironically, and I would Travis Etienne or whatever.
I like that. Etienne against the Chiefs.
That would have been if you named one on my roster, but it was originally.
Yeah,
I really felt Tyreek Hill would have a huge day
against the Browns. Okay,
they're gonna get going.
All right. We got a few minutes. This is one of our favorite bets, and I don't know that we've ever hit it before, but it's first red zone touchdown. No, you haven't. First red zone touchdown. The noon game's on Sunday. We're picking the first player to cross the goal line. Brad, who do you got? We're overdue for this. We're going to hit it one of these days.
I know I'm contradicting myself because I don't have faith in Jeff Saturday, but I just feel like the Colts are going to run the ball every
Taylor.
fucking play. Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Jonathan
Worth a
Taylor
shot.
or Taysom Hill, I think, because he's due for a big week. It's been a couple weeks now. That'd be the other guy.
Okay. Jimmy, first red zone touchdown.
Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
I went deep in the cupboard for this, and you guys aren't going to like it.
I like the Broncos defense to get one too.
What's fucked up is it almost seems like the first red zone touchdown is never an obvious player. Like it's never a front runner. It's always some fullback or a tight end.
Because it's an opening drive where it's something scripted.
A lot of times it's like a turnover off an opening drive, but they're running a play that they wouldn't have been scripted because they're not coming from a type of the field, like a part that was going to be a normal part. And then they run like some weird.
Right. So I went with something weird, and that is Kadarius Toney in his second game with the Kansas City Chiefs. In his last game, which was his first with the Chiefs, he caught a reception on the first play of the game last week. So maybe this is an early shot to Kadarius Toney.
2 targets, 2 catches.
Yeah, but one was on the first play of the game last week, so they did get him involved early. And maybe this is an Andy Reid like trick play red zone shit that gets Kadarius Toney the ball inside the 20, and he finds a way to get in. It's worth a shot, man. Anybody's worth a shot in this. Can't really guess right on these first red zone touchdowns. You just got to pick a name.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, with the Chiefs.
Back
on that bandwagon.
He's nothing if not consistent.
Yeah.
Change.
I'm consistently inconsistent, right?
Consistently optimistic about everything.
I am. I'm an optimist in everything, dude. It's not just
other
football.
than the Broncos or the Red Sox.
I picked the Broncos this week. I said they're going to win.
The damn Broncos. All right. Let me tell you something.
Sure. You got a minute.
We're under a minute. I don't want to get.
That's what you had to tell me.
The floor is yours.
Tell you something. We're under a minute.
It's gonna take a while.
We'll save for the next one.
Oh yeah, that's why people come back. Hey, cheers, boys!
All right, good episode, y'all. I'll talk to you on
Broncos.
Sunday. Hell yeah. Go Bucks! Let's get it in Germany.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mom. Home a day.
Yeah. Thank y'all for the gifts. Bye.